Hey guys, so welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. Um, it's this evening, it's almost getting to be dark time. Today, basically, we have we have two tarot card readings. We're going to do two readings right now, and this is for Sherif. And this is, these are lover type questions. And so I'm not going to use the names of Sherif's lovers because I don't want, or potential lovers, because I don't want to violate Sherif's privacy or their privacy, really, for that matter. But Sherif knows who these individuals are. And so the first one starts with a B, and the second one that we'll do starts with an H. So, Sherif, I hope that helps you, kind of gives you clues to what we're doing. So basically the question is B my next lover? And that's the first reading that we'll do. And then the second one will be, is H my next lover? Those are the questions. So these are just yes/no questions. And so that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to do some three-card readings for yes or no's and get some insight on it. So, oh, wow. So regarding B, Sherif, this is what we got. So first card that we have is a Hierophant. Hierophant's all about traditions. It's all about culture, cultural norms, identity, the things that make us who we are, our background, the past, culture, all of these kind of things. That's what the Hierophant is really symbolic of. 5 is all about change. So I have to put this down for a minute. I'm not 100% sure on that one. The next card that we have is this is a really interesting read with B. The next card that we have is the 5 of Swords. And the reason I said interesting just a second ago, and the reason I was having kind of some mixed feelings about this, is because we have the 5, which is the Hierophant, which is the 5 in the major arcana, and then we have the 5 of Swords here. And 5s in numerology are really all about change. So it's switching things up, moving things around, going in one direction and then into another direction. So it's about transition. As far as this relationship goes, it's not going to be like maybe long-lived necessarily, but it's one of those kind of things that could be transitionary. It could be a transitionary type of relationship that comes into play with B. But I'm not picking up like really long-lasting with this one per se. A lot of that has to do with the Hierophant, with like culture and cultural norms and things on that end. It's some of those things do kind of bring divide or separation sometimes. But if we're moving away from those kind of things, then the potentiality for a yes is quite relevant. But this is a yes. This card here is about victory, but it's a victory at the cost of losing something. So it's sort of like, was the win really worth it? So you could pursue this relationship, but I'm afraid that if you do, even though you can have the relationship and that you can enter this relationship if it's what you choose to do. So the answer in that regard is yes. But the caveat to that is that even if you get into this relationship, I think what you'll find once you get into it is that it's really not the win that you were hoping for. It's really not what you were exactly expecting. And this is the advice that we get. This is a High Priestess. A High Priestess is probably one of the most spiritual, most psychic, most intuitive cards in the entire tarot deck. And basically what this tells us to do is to trust our intuition. We don't always see things. We have the moon in this. So really, she doesn't say a lot, the High Priestess. What she whispers to us, though, is trust your intuition with this one. So that's the one with B. So yes, the answer is yes, you could have this, as the potential is there if you want it, not otherwise. problems that you're going to run into are going to be like maybe some cultural kind of things at some point, or the way that you think could be different than the way that he thinks, and some changing things are going to be happening, and they're not going to necessarily be the kind of changes that you're wanting. It's not going to necessarily be the direction that you're wanting the changes to happen in. So that's the downside to it. The high priestess, on the other hand, trust your intuition with it, have fun with it, do what you need to with it, but at the end of the day, that's kind of what I'm picking up. So let's see. Gotta shuffle these up again. Let's see what the situation is with H. Okay. I don't know. I'm just picking up this energy. Like, you know, you're really kind of, I'm picking up that you're really, psychically, I'm just picking up here, before I even read this thing for H, I'm just kind of picking up that really this thing with B is kind of more like what you're wanting, more of what excites you or what's kind of getting you going. But I'm almost picking up that the thing with H is something a little bit overlooked. Like maybe you're not exactly paying enough attention to this, that maybe this is something that could be better for you than you think, you know, and that there's something about it that maybe you've taken for granted, something along those lines. Let's find out, though. We'll just do one more final shuffle and one more final cut, and we will see what we got. Okay. So the thing with H is we have the Queen of Swords. So this is the Queen of Influence here. The Queen over the mind. So this one is about, you know, having more control over this relationship. Potentiality is definitely there. You can wield your influence in this relationship and get what you want out of it. The next thing, of course, is this is about contemplation. This is about, it's really about supplication, where you're like questioning things and you're trying to come to terms with things and you're trying to get things wrapped around in your mind. Like, you know, I'm trying to make a decision here. What is it that I really want? You know, will this thing work out? This, that, and the other. How do I make things work out? How do I get that influence back? And that's what's really going on with this. We have the Six of Swords. I'm sorry, the Four of Swords right here. And this Four is about, it's sort of about structure. You're structuring things mentally, though, to try to figure things out. The last card that we have is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is a really good card. It's really about grounding, and it's about taking swift and decisive action, but, you know, in a way that actually gets you the results that you're looking for. It's so this is definitely a yes. So the second one here with H seems like it would be more, you know, I'm just picking up a better type of relationship. You know, it's a better kind of deal for you. The first one seems to be more like what you're attached to, I'm picking up. But this one is something that would be, there's more of a connection here, I think, you know, than you even realize. So it's funny, you know, our heart can tell us one thing and our mind can tell us something else. But sometimes we let our mind interfere with our heart and get in the way of the heart, to where our heart doesn't have enough, it's not given a fair chance to really self-express the love that is really there, the love that we're choosing not to see, or we're just kind of mentally blocking off. So anyways, that's the tarot card readings. I hope that that helps you on some level. If you have any questions or anything, please reach out to me. I'm always here for you as your tarot coach. If anybody else has any thoughts or ideas or anything that they'd like to share, please do so in the comments below this video. Of course, you guys can always reach out to me. I'm going to have my email address in the description below this video. And as monks, you know, we work off goodwill and charity and stuff. So if you want to help the monks, you can. You just go to helpbydonating.com. Anything that you give is greatly appreciated, as long as it's given from the heart. We don't want people to have any kind of resentment whatsoever. We don't. That's not what we're here for. And we're here to help and to serve communities and humanity. So if you want to help in that direction, please feel welcome to do that. And of course, if you like the video, please hit that thumbs up or that like button. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. You'll get notifications when we come on. If you have other questions or anything like that you'd like to ask when we're doing these live streams, you can chime in to the chat. And of course, if we have the time, which right now we don't have, it looks like really that many people in the chat. So, but if you want to join the chat, you are always welcome to do that. And then we'll try to get those questions answered as well. So the more the merrier. And so thank you so much for tuning into Indirect Knowledge. If you guys have any questions or anything, just see the description below this video. Much love, many blessings, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Indirect Knowledge.